Boyfriend busted. Mama June's new boyfriend is arrested on warrant for drug charges as reality star looks on in horror. Mama June. Mama June new boyfriend? What? Who the hell's Mama June? Too young. Courtney slammed for letting daughter Penelope 9 use makeup from Kylie's line. Exclusive. What's this? Mystery. What's this one? Death mystery. Bob Saget's family may not want to block autopsy report over fears it contains embarrassing details. So, Bob Saget's family may want to block autopsy. Bob Saget's family may want to block the release of information about the star's death amid fears embarrassing details could be published. On Monday, a judge in Orlando, Florida, granted a temporary injunction blocking the release of any records relating to the investigation into Saget's death after his family filed a lawsuit citing privacy concerns. That's Bob. Did he have some up his butt or something? What happened here? Bobby. Bobo? Hey, Bobo. Yeah, we're going to take this. We're going to shove it into the editor. We're going to put it right here and then let it load. New? It's not loading. Okay. Let's take a screenshot. Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bob. Capture that. He was found Orlando Ritz-Carlton January 9th. Picture that right there. Saget was staying in the Ritz-Carlton after performing a stand-up show. Okay. Take it down. Capture. Found dead in his hotel room. While a toxicology report confirmed that alcohol and drug abuse wasn't a factor, Romali said that the question is what caused Saget to fall backwards, hit his head, and die. That's not something that normally happens to healthy people. 65-year-old was found dead in a hotel room at the Orlando Ritz-Carlton January 9th, hours after performing a live stand-up show. Autopsy report earlier this month showed that the star had died from an accidental blow to the head, having suffered an abrasion to his scalp, a fracture at the base of his skull, fractures around his eye sockets, and a bleed on his brain. Holy shit. Precisely how Saget sustained the injuries remains a mystery, though reports have emerged that police suspect the actor may have died after hitting the back of his head on the headboard of the hotel bed. While the investigation continues, on Monday, Saget's widow, Kelly Rizzo, and his 3 daughters filed lawsuit against law enforcement in Orlando, requesting that all materials gathered during the probe be kept confidential. Saget's family argued that these materials, including photos, videos, and audio recordings, would cause them irreparable harm in the form of extreme mental pain, anguish, and emotional distress if they were released. Orange County Circuit Court Judge Vincent Chu agreed to temporarily halt the release of documents, writing the court needed time to weigh the family's legitimate privacy interest against the public's claim for disclosure. Romani said Saget's family may also be weighing their legal options, with personal injury case against Ritz-Carlton a possibility. But if the family files a civil lawsuit claiming that the hotel was negligent for Saget's trip and fall, the hotel will be able to subpoena Saget's medical records during legal action. Although Judge Chu has granted a temporary restraining order to maintain the status quo, That doesn't mean the records will remain private forever. The lawyer added the parties may fully brief the issue and the judge may decide to disclose the records because of the presumption that the government records are public, or the government or media may appeal the ruling to a higher court. In the meantime, Judge Chu's injunction will remain in effect. A lawyer for the Saget family has not responded to a request for comment. CNN said their legal team claimed Romali suggested that they filed the lawsuit to keep graphic details about Saget's death confidential, while acknowledging the facts that the investigation should be made public. Out of respect to Saget, blah, 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 lawyers. Orange County Sheriff's Department released a statement saying that while we are sensitive to the family's concerns, the right to privacy, it must be balanced with our commitment to transparency with the law and the public's right to know. Questions are still remaining. Since Saget's autopsy report, the release to the public, health experts have been raising questions on how thoroughly his death was investigated and how he had received significant blow to the back of his head. Some doctors have likened Saget's injuries to those of someone that would suffer it if they had been hit in the head with a baseball bat or fallen 30 feet in the air. The actor was also positive for COVID-19 at the time of his death, but it did not play a role in his death. I think that it reveals more than anything else that it was not a simple bump on the head. Somebody straight took a bat to his head. When you read this autopsy report, that may still be the case, but it was a pretty significant blow to the head. The brain fractures he suffers, Gupta said, take a great deal of force to create. If I knew nothing else about what had happened, you'd think someone who had called down the stairs and had several impacts to the head, or had been unrestrained in a car accident. Whatever happened here, we may never know. But it was a significant blow to the head. Likely the bleeding on top of the brain has likely caused pressure on the brain, subsequently, sadly, what led him to becoming unconscious and dying. Dr. Megan Rani, an emergency physician, raised concerns by the autopsy report. She demanded that Saget's family has a right to know what happened. Hi, ICYMI. This is not a slip and fall. This is not a minor concussion. This is a major head trauma. America's Dad. Saget's best known for his role as Danny Tanner, the patriarch of the Tanner family of the Full House. He played the role opposite of John Stamos and Dave Coulier. His TV daughters were played by Bear Candace Cameron and Jodie Sweden, and twin Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen playing middle Michelle Tanner. Some of Saget's Full House co-stars released statements about their TV patriarch after his shock and death last month. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen said they were deeply saddened. Bob was the most loving, compassionate, generous man. He was deeply saddened that he is no longer with us, but they will continue to be by our side as a graceful things. We are thinking of his daughters and wife and family are sending our condolences. John Stamos, who used to play Uncle Jesse, tweeted, I am broken, I am gutted. I'm in complete and utter shock. I will never have another friend like him. I love you so much, Bobby. I don't know what to say, wrote Candace Cameron, who played DJ Tanner. I have no words. Bob was one of the best human beings I've ever known in my life. I loved him so much. What happened to Bob Saget? What happened, Bobby? What's going on, Larry? What happened to Bob Saget? Let me put on the images here. So this is where they found him. So this is him. That's Bobby. That's Bob Saget. Okay. Good morning. Is there any... The volume's up. I'm not sure what to tell you. Oh. This volume? Is it this volume? It's this volume. Shikadanza in my panza. Yep. There was a way I could turn it up. And there it is. Dun, 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 with questions, you tell me your little lies. Shockadilly, shockatooly ties. Hold on. Saget would use the stand-in doll for Olsen twins. Holy heck of danza. Hold on, everybody, simmer down. You ask me your questions, you tell me your lies. You shumpa-dumpa. That's where he died, right there. That's where he died, right there. Let's make that the background image, maybe? Yeah. Go like this. Let's background this bad boy. Okay. Let's background that bad boy. And then back it on down. Back it up. Back it up. Yeah, like that. There you go, Saget. I'm gonna get in here. Bring his wife over here. Alright. You guys need to kind of get lost, too. You ask me your questions, you tell me your lies. You shuckatilly, shuckatilly. One sec. So, I guess... Alright, damn. It needs to be like that. We really don't have room for it, do we? Okay, bring it down a notch. That's Bobby. You know, let's make Bob Saget the bigger one. And then bring in this one. Oh, go like that. And then bump that one up. And then... Okay. So that's Bob Saget. That's you. So what happened to Bob Saget, dude? Did he get the Illuminati shot? Saget was found dead in a hotel room in Orlando. I know a guy in Orlando. Saget was great in Entourage. Imagine all the things we don't know about what's going on right now. Before he died, he was doing an interview, and at the end, he said, "I'm going to be killed." Really? You want to send me a link on that? Asphyxiation? He had the COVID-19? What the hell happened to Bob Saget, dude? This seems like some Black Ops Saget's operation. Seems like some Black Ops Saget. What's up, KK and Susan? And Larry's here. Kiefer Sutherland's here. Just going over the chat. All right. Facts. They said he killed a girl in the 1990s. Bob fucking Saget, dude. Cigarettes are no bueno. Yeah, well. Just lay off today. It's Friday. Just simmer down. Oh, that's sad. It's him and his wife. So what happened to Bob Saget? Front page news over here on the Sun. Front page news. You tell me your questions. Tell me your lies. Shit. Is everybody having a good Friday? Is there any news? Where's Access to Christ? Is she up yet? Is Access to Christ up yet? You tell me your questions and I'll tell you a couple things. Dead. Alright, let's get this computer going through it. Let's route us through Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, please. Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. Connecting now. You're now routing through Abu Dhabi. Alright, good. Okay. What are all these bells and shit? Kim Floyd? David just super chatted. David? Thank you for the super chat, Dave. Thank you, Patriot. Stay strong. Thanks, Dave. Wait, take heed. Take heed. Redbox DVD, $18. Wrong? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. 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 I wanna fucking kill somebody. I wanna fucking kill somebody. Dude, Redbox, dude? Are you fucking serious? Oh, I like rushed over to Redbox yesterday at like 5 o'clock and I was like, I gotta do it before fucking 9 o'clock. I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude, but why aren't these people being able to like fucking like calculate shit? Like, this is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Every morning waking up with some sort of fucking heckadanza. Thanks, David. Good man. You're a good soul. Yeah, you're a good soul, David. Oh, we're trying to go light and fucking not stressful today. I'm trying to fucking breeze under the radar today. In fact, that's what it's all about today. I'm gonna breeze under the fucking radar today. No fucking drama from your mama. What's up with these truckers? What's up with these truckers and everything, Larry? Oh, Larry's throwing a hell of a lot of shit at me here. A hell of a lot of shit. Larry, what is all it? Watch his stand up and he does the ditties. Wait. Watch his stand up. It's all about how he diddles kiddos. I was trying to say I want it light today. I want it light. I don't want diddling kids of that nature. I'm just gonna try to keep it light. Let's just keep. Let's just go fires and tornadoes. Let's just go fires and tornadoes. Hey, come on. What the hell is this? Separatist leaders in eastern Ukraine announce evacuation plans. People are fucking. Oh gosh. Ottawa police arrest protester, end Canadian trucker blockade. Ottawa police are arresting protesters. Separatist leaders in eastern Ukraine announce evacuation plans. Kiev and Russia-backed separatists trade fresh accusations and create ceasefire violations in Ukraine's east as tensions mount. Putin to oversee huge nuclear drills amid Ukraine tensions. Videos of Russian military on the move spread on TikTok and Q&A. Russian invasion and obsession for Vladimir Putin. Ukraine crisis. Putin to oversee huge nuclear drills amid Ukraine tensions. Q&A, Ukraine invasion and obsession for Vladimir Putin. A simple guide to the Ukraine-Russia crisis. 5 things to know. Putin to oversee huge nuclear drills amid Ukraine tensions. Saturday's exercise will involve practice launches of intercontinental ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. Fucking Tio. I think I had that in my memory banks because I have it. Yeah, I got it in my memory bank right here. See, I already knew it was coming. I got it right here. This thing's gonna play. Bob, take it down a notch. This thing's coming into our futures, kiddos. This thing is coming into our future. Hypersonic. That's a hypersonic one. Start by removing the Peter pick you have front and center. Alright, okay, there you go. Okay, stop like telling me things. Oh, there's access to Christ. Checkpoints in Canada. Hold on, I said mellow. You guys are giving me I need to take my medication. I need to take my omeprazole. Oh, yes I do. Oh, yes I do. Omeprazole. I need to take a little bit of this amlodipine so my heart doesn't explode. And I need to take a little bit of this. This is the Propecia. Because I'm balding and I'm dying slowly. And Prilosec. And everything should be fine from there on out. A nice water. Do you want your water? Drink your water, Jimmy. Just drink your water. Oh, shit. Listen, listen. Hold on. Truckers and supporters are labeled terrorists now, and they're freezing bank accounts and their crypto wallets. You can't cut off the head of the Hydra. London got slammed with severe winds. It took off the roofs. All right, Roberto, let's check that out. London slammed with directed energy winds. London slammed with directed energy winds. That's what I said. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base test directed energy wind system. They put it into effect into London. Wright-Patterson. Wright-Patterson AF. Wright-Patterson is fuck. No, it's Air Force Base. Oh. Was it something looking like that? Was that some sort of wind machine? Is that some sort of wind machine right there? What are you guys doing over there? Wind machine. Toronto front page. Unvaccinated. Oh, Bubba Tata. Directed energy London. Clean. Yuck. Winston Gate. Look at this. Somebody circled it. Toronto Star. If an unvaccinated person catches it from someone who is vaccinated, boo-hoo, too bad. I have no empathy left for the willfully unvaccinated. Let them die. I honestly don't care if they die from COVID, not even a little bit. Unvaccinated patients do not deserve ICU beds. I don't know what that person's talking about, but I'm fully vaccinated, so you better give me one of those fucking beds if I need one. Are you fully vaccinated, sir? I'm fucking above my vaccination rates. Like, I have double-digit vaccination fucking records. How about you get me a bed and don't fucking intubate me, motherfucker. Don't you dare intubate. Don't you dare intubate me. Don't you dare intubate me. Is that a hit? Don't you dare intubate me. Not really. Image slideshow. Nope. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare intubate me. Is that something? Huh? Is that a winner? No? Sounds catchy. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you devil dog dare ever intubate me now. So they're here you go. I want you to read this for yourself. Some of these views go against the consensus medical opinion about the Shatiana Fairbanks. Let them die. Man, this world is really, really getting sad. Like, we have some cool technology from Metatron. Metatron! I think Metatron dumped off a bunch of junk technology that we think is all, like, cool. And they're like, here's some junk shit. Meanwhile, they have, like, fucking space lasers that fly. They have flying lasers. Something's flying. They have. Why would you not fly with this technology? Why would you have plugs and cords and shit? Oh, we're gonna make it so you have to have cords and plugs. Fuck that shit. That's like a throttle on a ATV. You don't make the ATV and then, oh, we're gonna put in this screw so you could go 2 miles an hour. No, that's what the plugs and the things are for. Gotta call a fucking electrician. Plugs. Plugs? We don't need no stinking plugs. No, shit should just come on. Like, boop, up, zzz, point to it, up. Lighten the room. Darken, mood music. Not that one. Skrillex. Not Purple Lamborghini. Not that one. Not that one. Great. Good choice. That one. Let's make the walls bluish purple. That shit would be dope, wouldn't it? Make the walls a purple bluish. All of them. All the walls are like... Dude, you could turn your house into a haunted fucking house, but it would be like dope. You're like bump music. Every part of the house would have like this bass bar. It would be lined with a bass bar. The bass bar would be like fucking a mile wide, and it would also double as like a proton buster. It would be like a mini CERN. You would live in like a CERN development. You're like, that looks like the Hadron Collider up there. You're like, no, that's my bass bar. But when it's not using bass, just like Bitcoin mining, it does do a couple collisions, and I send them on to the Internet 6 to get looked at. Yeah, we do a couple collisions a year. There's been a couple black matter things that have happened here, but don't let it spook you out. Because, I mean, black matter is black matter. If it happens to one piece of black matter, it happens to all pieces of black matter. I mean, we know that. We've known that for years. Oh my god, your pool. Turn pool red. Shit, so you're like steam. Like you have extra steam just to make it fucking, I don't know, cool. Steam, like high steam. High steam, because it's dope with steam. And steam is good for the skin, so you can't argue that. Good for the steam. Let's get the mood lights at night. Red, a pink black light type something that you've never seen before. Let's get the pink black light going on. It would be pink / back. It would be two colors, pink and then black light mixed together. And then the steam from the hot tub, of course. That's a must. And then the heated pool. Because who the hell likes to go into a really, really hot jacuzzi and then jump into a freezing cold pool? I'm not one. I mean, I'll do it, but it's not. I don't enjoy it. I'd rather have that like bubble bath. If there is a jacuzzi, it depends on where it's at. If it's in the mountains, this is obvious. If it's like up Northern California, all this is obvious. However, if it's somewhere that's hot all the time, like Florida, then the views change. Then you want a little bit crystal cooler water. You want a little bit cooler water. Who the fuck wants to jump into a bathtub water when you're living in a bathtub over in Florida? You get it out of the fucking the shower and you dry off. You think you dry off, but the water just moves around or something. Like here, the water, you go like this, your skin will absorb it. It's like over there, it like pushes around, it like stays on your skin. Like you say, sweaty. You're like, am I sweaty? Did I get out of the shower? What is this? This is so filthy. I did yard work in this yesterday. This is filthy. I look like a filth bag. If I were to look at myself and judge myself right now, I'd be like, wow, you're a filthy man. You see? Oh yeah, total filth. Total filth. Let's try not to go racial. I was having this moment yesterday, right? Gardening. And I was like, I wanted my girl by my side. This was like in my head, right? And she's like, all right, what do you want to do? And for some reason, this was like in the back of my head, like right in the back of my subconscious. I was like, I want my girl by my side. Had no, it didn't have any like ties to it. It was like just, it was like the angel telling me, like, have your girl by your side. It's weird, right? I wasn't like, oh, I need something. But I was like, have my girl by your side. It was like repeating, like, have your girl by your side. Have your girl by your side. Have your girl by your side. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Cut to, I'm trimming the tree and we're putting in plants outside and we're doing all this shit. Remember that gold bracelet? It was my mom's. But I just wear it just to remember her, and just it was a little like bracelet, reminded me of my mom. But it's special to me because it's special to me. Anyway, it's very dainty. Like you shouldn't be doing yard work in it, first of all. So I was like, what an idiot. But Marcy is like, I was cutting these big ass branches, you know. I got a freaking I got a machete. Let me tell you about these machetes. And I'm cutting the branches, and then Marcy's like, "Did you lose something?" And I was like, because I thought I just like cut something big, you know, and I was like, did I cut like two branches, or did, you know, I knew. I was like, all right, what happened? And she was like, right there on the trash, the bracelet was like right there. If she was not there, I would have closed, because they actually delivered a compost bucket. So I have like compost buckets, recycling buckets, trash buckets. I got the whole shabam. And I got them different sizes. Everybody else has these big ass ones. Those big ass ones are only good if you're not constantly gardening. If you're constantly gardening, you could just put that amount of shit in there. If you just have the gardeners come every 2 weeks, then you're going to need a big one. But if you take care of your garden by like just every week or like every day, you're not going to need a big thing like that until you get all your stuff in. Like right now, there's some changing of plants that had died. My mom was good at gardening, but then again, she would forget and she would kill a whole entire garden. So she loved gardening. The only reason I say that is because when I went to New York, I had my garden, right? And it was below where she was, so she had a deck, and then there was the front room and blah blah blah, and then there was steps, and the steps went all the way down. The jacuzzi was on the second floor, like the second level, and then her balcony was here, the doggy was here, and the kitchen was here. So her room and kitchen, it all came out right here, and then there was plants. But as you went down in levels, that's where my plants came in. And my plants were different than her plants. But I mean, they were still plants. But like, you know, and then there was this guy that came over, and he used to hybrid them. He used to roll over, and he used to or he still does this. He takes roses, he miniaturizes them, and he colors them. I'm not sure how this dude does this. Not fakely, he does it genetically. He has all this genetic shit, and he does all this geneticking. And I'm like, this guy's Mr. Wizard. Anyway, he's like, oh, you want it shorter? You want it smaller? Like he would get into like the microfilament of the flower. I mean, anywho, he used to drink Crown Royal. Dave, drinking his Crown Royal, his little bag. Mellow guy, cool guy. Yeah, so I came back from New York, and I walked up top, you know? I came in the house and I was like, hey. Bella was still there. Bella was my pit bull. Bella was my pit bull. And then, oh yeah, so then Bella just rolled off the street, just right onto my lap. It was crazy in that house. But anyway, I came back from it wasn't New York yet. Oh, it was, I came back from UCLA. They had this like course thing during the summer. That's what it was. And I ended up staying there. Because I was close, I had a car and everything. But during that time, I lost my license for underage drinking or minor with something. I lost my license for a year. And I remember my girlfriend having to drive me to that place and shit. And like, so I was, and then like the guy, because it was film school. And I made good friends. This guy in the Cadillac. Oh, it was great times. But I think I stayed up there or something like that. I just ended up staying because we worked on it. So anyway, when I came back, my mom's beautiful garden was like luscious. I mean, we're talking about luscious, right? And I'm like, yeah. And it was all breeded in with the hot tub. It was all like vines and everything. And I just remember fucking walking down and all my plants were fucking dead. Like dead. And I was like, Mom. Because hers weren't. And she was like watering her plants. And I was like, you couldn't squirt a little water on my plants, Mom? I don't know why I was like kind of hurt by it. I was weirdly hurt. I was like, wait a minute, these are plants, dude. Just chill out. But secretly in the back of my head, I was fucking weirdly hurt. I was weirdly hurt. For one, she didn't give a shit about my plants. And I mean, if she cares about plants, like my plants, your plants, like my plants are your plants, like plants are plants, like, you know, I don't have deeds to the plants or anything, like. You couldn't spray them with a little sauce? And I brought it up to her and she was like, like she was like, no big deal, don't worry about it. And I was like, so right there I knew that I might have an affinity for planting, A. And B, I might have taken my entire garden dying a little bit too harshly. I mean, it kept me up at night. I was like, couldn't she have moved this? You did it by hand, so I was like, couldn't she have just like got, and it was downstream. So literally, if she turned, it would go down because mine was at the bottom. So everything went down anyway. But if there are plants up top, she would have to get it, just a turn of the wrist, and she could spray my plants. Just not even, she didn't have to fill them up. Just a spray or two, you know, it was summer. And it was a very jarring look too, because it was luscious plants. And there's nothing that looks better than like, I'm telling you, my mom had all the vitamins, the rooters, when you put the B1 with the root, I know how to do all of it. My mom taught me like all that. She's the one that got me into it. So it was very like, it was a matter of like the heart. I was like, my mom gets me into this and then like doesn't, and I would understand if she would have to like go to another hose to water it. All right, she didn't, I mean, my mom's busy, blah, blah, blah. But she already had the hose on. She was watering her tomatoes. She was watering her things, this, that. And then just and then the look of all of the luscious plants next to my dead plants, it really jolted my heart, I'll be honest with you. It really jolted my heart. I was like, wow. I mean, I'm just like, you know what? She wasn't on a basis of like ever taking care of those, and they were taken care of. But when I wasn't there, no one was watering them, and Some things you leave the vials in, and at least if you have a vial in there, it's like a blown up glass vial, it'll get watered. But still, that thing will suck dry, and that's just to give you like an extra day or 2 or 3 or 4 of not watering your plants. You still have to refill that thing, and then that thing gets filled with dirt, and so you have to constantly poke it with one of these. See these? You got to poke it with one of those, and you got to constantly be poking the grass and then seeding it so it can get oxygen. And then the vines, you use those, and then you could you have like wood board, and then you take the vines and you could intertwine the vines and make them grow the way that you want them to grow. So you first do the boards by wood, and some people do really extreme things with the boards, like they we got this thing over there, it's the Dremel, and they drum all this stuff and they make it. But I'm saying you don't need to do that, because everything in time gets covered up by plants. So you're drummeling and you're all that. And anyway, anything that has plants on it, even if it has lacquer or anything, so you might as well just do a shell. Just do a shell. Don't even treat it. Don't even treat it. Because you actually want that thing to disintegrate by the time the plants, you want that to be there, because what they'll do is they'll put down like little sticker feeder roots on the wall. Yeah, on the wall, which is pretty cool. Like air plants and stuff like that. Air plants take a long time to grow. They're so slow. These ones are runners. Runners, they grow horizontally. Strawberries are runners. But there's also a bunch of flowers that are runners. There's vines that are runners. There's flowering vines. Basically, we're talking about the Garden of Eden here. So, you can have a canopy of fruits and vegetables and plants. Like some of this, I got the fire. It's actually fire stick. There's just so much damn fire stick around with these fire tornadoes that I said, you know what, I'm going to have to go with the fire stick. And then you bought, every single plant is $30. Well, all you need is 2 plants, really. And then make 2 plants into 50 plants. Basically, when you cut off below the node at a diagonal angle, the plant itself is going to cause this hormone to start needing to root, and a different hormone to basically create another branch, create another root, create another a node. The plant has this pumping throughout its whole entire system. So if you use a plant and you use cuttings off that plant is going to have so much hormone ready to be transferred, that if you use a little B1 into the Miracle-Gro, that son of a bitch. Miracle-Gro will grow. Yeah, you put the Miracle-Gro, it's expensive. So what you do is you get your ordinary nutriated soil, and then you mix it with the Jack sauce of the Nutri-Grain, the Miracle-Gro. And I'll be honest, Miracle-Gro just knows how to do it. But you know what you need to do is you need to put all of the cuttings, you need to really douse it with the powder. The powder is the hormone. It's an extra dose of the hormone to go right where you douse it. You douse it where it's wet. And you'll notice on the fire ice plant, it's like it melts. And that milk, a lot of ice plants have milk, and when you're cutting it, like white milk comes out. Don't lose that white milk. Don't let it drip the white milk. Keep the white milk in, and then use the white milk as like a soluble to suck up the hormone. Really sauce it up, and then put loose Miracle Grow. Loose, watered down, loose Miracle Grow. Don't pack it down. Loose. So vines can move around in there, and they don't have to like break through like hard, if you pack it, that's more work they have to do. If they could just kind of feel their way, and it's loose, and they just jiggle a little sand, it grows faster. So you want them to be able to stand up, and it takes root quick. Within a week, it takes root. So then you have loose Miracle Grow, and you have them. My mom has a million around, but what you would normally do is you would have 3 transfer things. You would start out with this one, and you could do, and people do it with weed, people do it with tomatoes, people do it with other. About like 15% of your stuff is going to die. So you start off, and you basically put a bunch of cuttings in a bunch of little tiny ones that take root here. You only need them to take root. So you have like 50 little things, and you just cover it with a little Miracle Grow. Make sure it's wet. You use your thumb, or depending on the seed, your thumb or your pinky or your middle finger, depending on the seed and depending on how far it's down. And then you cover it with dirt. That's the seed. Or if you're using a cutting, you still poke, and then you place it in there, and then you slowly cover it. So you don't want to just jam it in there and have all the root hormone come up onto the like where the plant is. You want it to stay on the ball of the node that it's going to create the root on. So you don't want to shove it down and get rid of all that hormone. Before you hormone, you B1 it. B1, you dilute it. I throw it down a couple drops, and then I get out the sprinkler, and I make sure. Now that's going to prevent your kidney transplant. I mean your transplant operations going smooth. Sometimes there's not enough hormone or vitamin in people and plants and things, and it makes shit go wild. So you always want to make sure that you got the right hormone, especially for the right job. B1, when humans go from Chicago to Los Angeles, it's transplanting, right? You transplanted your family from Chicago to Los Angeles. Well, it's the same with the plants. Some of these plants, they straight die. They're like, fuck that shit. B1 is just going to be greasing the wheels to help that transplant go smooth. I mean, people are like, I got a family, I'm tied down. I was talking to somebody that wanted to get the hell out of California. They're like, my kids are almost out of high school. I said, high school? My kids are almost out of high school. High school? I mean, he was older. He's still much older than me. Still much older. But I was like, your kids are fucking getting out of high school? I mean, just that alone makes me want to take another Propecia. I know I'm going to die. But I mean, you might as well die like... there's those guys that get up and they shine on their hair and they do their best and they smile, and it's fake, but they're like, damn, I'm smiling with all my teeth and shit. Or you could be a punk ass that's like, I'm gonna die. Tell everybody I'm gonna die. I'm dying. You get some news. Listen, you never have to get bad news from the doctors if you don't go. Shit, I learned that from my grandpa. Hey, you don't want bad news from doctors? Don't go to the doctor. You won't ever get bad x-rays or bad fucking this, that, and the third. Just don't go to the doctor. It's really easy. You go to the doctor, and if you do go to a doctor, get a cool doctor. Make sure they know. If your doctor doesn't know the name of your girlfriend, get another doctor. Get another doctor. My doctor, like, my dog is cool. I mean, he'll call me just to say what's up. I'm like, this is the type of doctor. I mean, this doctor is cool. I love my doctor. James, some of us don't have... No, this doctor... Well, I'm not going to tell you all the secrets of the world, but... It sounds like your mom was there when you're gardening. And that's how Marcy found your bracelet. Sweet story. I have a similar experience with my mom. My mom died, by the way. Dementia was horrible. I have my thoughts on dementia. You have to use your brain every day. If you watch TV, it speeds up dementia. Yeah, you don't want to put on deodorant that has aluminum, but anything that doesn't get used atrophies. Atrophy, the word of the day, atrophy. Atrophy.
Here's the definition of atrophy: of body tissue or an organ, waste away, especially as a result of the degeneration of cells, or become vestigial during evolution.
What is it?
Atrophy.
Definition of atrophy.
Here's the definition of atrophy: of body tissue or an organ, waste away, especially as a result of the degeneration of cells, or become vestigial during evolution.
Vestigial? You think penises would ever become vestigial? I doubt it. Alrighty. Alright, stop being dirty. Vestigial. What are we talking? 100-car pileup. I mean, let's calm it down. I mean, how much news can a newsman take? 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 Sometimes I go to different places, like it literally feels like different places. And it's hard to come back and talk about the things because it literally feels like I've traveled. Like there's places that I go that are, for all intents and purposes, in my mind. And sometimes you could pop out and you're like, weird dream, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you feel like you have traveled to like another place. You're like, the exact feeling you get when you come back from vacation, for long vacation, like a 3-month vacation. And you come back home and you're like, whoa. You know that? Doctors got half day. It's trash day and Friday. I gotta jump to it. Doctors have half days today. Sons of bitches. My doctor's an asshole. Well, I mean, who's the asshole, Robert? Why would you want an asshole doctor? But also, I tell my doctor the shocking truth. He's like, I find your complete honesty refreshing. I'm like, look, doc, you're here to keep me alive. Like, you're my lawyer in the medical world. Okay? I know you got to do what you got to do. Don't take me out. I'm one of the special ones. Don't take me out. Don't intubate my ass. Don't do any of that. He's like, you need ivermectin? He's like, I got ivermectin for you. It's the type of doctor I want. Rolling with me in Los Angeles. Hey, Jimmy, I just called. I just wanted to know if you needed some ivermectin. Give me a call to Doc. Hell yeah, Doc. I don't want to be too creepy, but I'll send it to his office. He has 2 offices. I'll send it to both. Doc, I just want to let you know that I appreciate the shit out of you. I appreciate the shit out of you, Doc. That's what I had to say. Just randomly. What are you, oranges? A doctor, an apple a day keeps... Alright, so not apples, because then an apple a day keeps a doctor away. Oranges, on the other hand... Ooh, they're pulling out the trash at the last minute. Somebody forgot to do it last night. I know that feeling. You hear the trash truck coming. You run out in your boxers. I ran out there. Everybody knows I run around in my underwear. Sometimes you have to. I don't have time to put on my pants because the trash cans are coming. The trash is coming. You hear like the monster trash coming from down the street. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And you're like, oh shit. And then you gotta hit the stairs, you gotta go, you gotta fly. They're already on the other side of the street. Everything's lined up. The thing is coming. If it's too close, you could have the swinging arm. Shit's going crazy. You don't want to be the guy. I mean, I literally, and when I was at UCLA, I literally saw a guy and his son. They were working tandem on the scooping of the sand, making a different dormitory during a cheer competition. His son came onto the construction lot late, and his own dad, was controlling the bucket to the sand. The kid tried to get into his dad's the dad's work truck, and the dad swung over the bucket to get more sand and hit his son's head, and his son fell underneath the truck, and they were going slow because they were getting sand, digging the pit for the new construction, and then he ran over his son's head. That was on the day of his cheer competition, and there was these Bugs Bunny heads and like all these mascot heads, and they were poking over the fence, and it was the most surreal shit ever. The scream was like, ah! Like the guy got out, and it was the most blood-curdling shit you've ever heard. Blood-curdling. They put a sheet over his head. It was all red. Most blood-curdling shit ever. And that's the night I decided to stay. That's the same day that my good friend, Adam Friend Neveler died. It was either August 13th or 17th. Holy shit. Yeah, that shit happened first. And then I called my girlfriend, and I always remember, she told me in person, but, oh yeah. I lost my license, so she came and picked me up. She had a badass Mustang, black. And, like a 1960s, like, fucking gangster-ass car. Hot rod type shit. Totally kill you if you get in an accident. But, yeah, everything was all sharp in there, and like, oh, jeez. But, bucket seats, the whole nine. And I remember when she told me about Adam, and she smiled a little bit. She wasn't smiling because she was happy. She was smiling because she was holding in this information, and she was reacting to me But for some reason, I locked on to her smiling. And I was like, you wouldn't be smiling. Like, I took it no. I thought she was joking because I was like, there's no way that she'd tell me the truth if she was smiling. Like, I did all this, like, bullshit math in my head. I'm like, you're smiling. And then I was like, why did she smile? I learned later that, like, people, it wasn't because she was happy or whatever. She had been waiting to tell me. And I was so amped on, like, what is it? What is it? That she smiled. It was like a fucking a reaction, like like an unconscious reaction you do, you know? I know she wasn't smiling because he was dead. It fucking tore everybody apart. And he was on Venice Beach. Having a slice of pizza. And he just fucking dropped dead. And that was the day after this fucking cartoon land fucking hellhole in UCLA happened. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that was sketchy. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, grief does death and the doctors changed completely. Well, you got to change doctors. I mean, you have that right. Just keep going around until you get a doctor, and don't get a doctor that's gonna, like my doctor. When I say cool, it's not like he's like writing me prescription. I want a doctor that actually knows his shit. And that's not gonna just like, oh, try some. No. I could tell a real doctor. A real doctor will do anything they have to not put you on opiates or some sort of shit that you're going to be dependent to, especially if they know you have an affinity. They're going to, however, they're not going to bankrupt you through fake pharmaceuticals either. Oh, try magnesium sulfide that doesn't work. Nah, doc. They're not going to give you jail drugs. Any doctor starts giving you Soma or there's a whole list of jail drugs. Seroquel, okay? Antipsychotics. Run away from that shit. They think you're a psychotic person. Maybe you are. Maybe you need that shit. Probably have some shit in your past of some violent something or other. That's why you shouldn't do anything violent in life, because that shit will, and then you'll be, you're Seroquel, and Seroquel, I just don't get it. Seroquel sucks, first of all. No one's ever taken Seroquel and is like, wow, this is really great stuff, like Xanax. People love Xanax. They're like, I can't get enough of Xanax. And then they fucking, it lowers your inhibition, so you start gambling on it, you start fighting on it. Anything that you have inhibitions towards. You start acting different. This is 100% fact. I don't care. I don't care what your thoughts are. You do alprazolam, okay? And I'm talking about the bars are made. Alprazolam, one of those bars, if you do actually have an anxiety issue or you have an issue that you need this, a quarter of a bar will do the trick. And it won't make you but taking a full bar of this shit is a lot of medication. We're talking about high amount of medication. And I understand the quarterly reports, they don't make their quarterly profits. And they're like, how are we going to make our profits if we're, So that's why people are smart. The same outfit that brought you OxyContin, it brought you the drug that got you off OxyContin. Well, that drug is called Suboxone. Suboxone, they used to give you in 8 milligrams. They still do. But you were able to titrate and break, because it was like a big like thing like this. And I noticed right away, I'm like, I don't need this big ass dose of this shit. Like, I just need enough in my system to just, and I noticed just a little tiny piece would do it. So I was like, what did they do? They found that out. They took that and they shrunk the pill so small you can't fucking do anything with it. Because they know. And that's just so that you're connect. They want you basically from cradle to grave to be. I mean, listen. If you have to go to the CVS every week, how likely are you going to be to lead a revolt against the government? Hold on, we're gonna revolt. All they're gonna do is take away your fucking medication. Then let's see how you do, grandma and grandpa. They always talk about be an asset. Definitely be an asset. But how many of you, honestly, are on some sort of pharmakia? God obviously was warning about pharmakia, and it's way bigger. Give me the definition of pharmakia. I mean, this shit that I just took for my hair, pharmakia. But I think God was talking about slavery, bonds, things like that, pharmakia. The bonds of the devil. Pharmakia. Why sorcery was the fastest growing term on Bible Gateway in 2021. Pharmakia appears in debates of COVID-19. Soldiers of Satan. Charming sorcerers or soldiers of Satan. Witchcraft and magic. You want to know what part of the Bible? Galatians 5:20. Paprika. Idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions. Originally answered, where in the Bible does it say don't be a part of pharmakia? Pharmakia meant more than just the use of medicine or drugs. It also meant the use of spells. Pharmakia, from pharmakio, administered drugs, properly drug-related sorcery, like the practice of magical arts, etc. A.T. Robertson. 2 places in the Bible. Galatians 5:20, Greek. Epic. Idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions. Revelations 18:23. Greek, kai. Bunch of Greek stuff. The light of a lamp will never shine in you again. The voice of bridegroom and bride will never be heard in you again. Your merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell, all the nations were led astray. That being said, it's important to be sober-minded. For the sake of your prayers, for a person who prays one thing but thinks another, double-minded people. Double-mindedness shouldn't expect to receive what is asked for in prayer. Therefore, be sober so that you may have enough judgment to be righteous. And if you are righteous, your prayers will avail much. Therefore, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The prayer of righteousness, man has great power to prevail. Elijah was a man just like us. He prayed earnestly that it would not rain, and it did not rain on the land for 3.5 years. James 5:16 through 17. Galatians 5:20. Idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions. Let's see what's going on with this guy.
The U.S. government is finally taking care of us seniors.
We're getting the biggest increase in 40 years to our social.
What are you doing? Is this nuts what's going on? It's depressing. Have a good one. The exits 116 to 122 off the 401 were blocked. I'm trying to figure out how close I can get without getting arrested. I'll ask him, but no, I wouldn't push any limits today. They're arrest happy. One of the other live streamers got arrested. For them, we were live. Like, no rhyme or reason. Yeah, man. Good luck. I'm gonna go talk and see where I can go. The exits are blocked. Cops, they haven't cleared the snow either, so this fresh powder serving as a natural barrier.
Come on, bro.
And it's depressing. Scary is one word. This is Justin Trudeau's Canada. This is Justin Trudeau's Ottawa. It looks like a war zone for what anyone who has been paying attention to knows has been arguably the most peaceful protest of all time. Now I'm going to go ask a cop how close I can get, because I'm not going to get arrested just for the sake of it. That line from Colors, Robert Duvall and Sean Penn, where Robert Duvall tells Sean Penn the story of a baby bull and a daddy bull looking over a valley of cows, and the baby bull says to the papa bull, "Papa, let's run down there and procreate with one of those cows." And the daddy bull says, "No, son, let's walk down and procreate with all of them." So, not using those words in the movie, but the idea is there's no point doing something stupid just for the sake of it. So I'm going to go ask where I can walk and what the rules are, because by all accounts, the hammer is coming down. This is, by the way, just so you know, very rarely do I cry out of sadness. When I cry, it's out of frustration. And they suspended the debate on the Emergencies Act. We've talked over the procedure over the last week. You declare the Emergencies Act. It's effective from the date of the declaration, but then you have to have it ratified, approved, voted on by the House of Commons and the Senate. You have to table the measures that you are going to deem to be appropriate to be implemented under the declaration of the Emergencies Act, under the invocation of the Emergencies Act. That debate was supposed to be had today. And what does Supreme Leader Justin Trudeau do? They were putting up the fences yesterday. Whether or not it's for the purposes of kettling, to be determined. Whether or not it's for optics, to be determined. But the debate was supposed to be today, because in theory, this invocation of the Emergencies Act could be struck down, either by the House of Commons or the Senate. And if it is, it's null. But before they even go to the debate on the measures to be implemented, Justin Trudeau's implementing the measures. But don't worry, by the way, he said he would respect the Constitution while doing this. The Charter of Rights. He said he would. Implementing the Emergencies Act measures before they have been voted upon and ratified by the House. Where have we seen this pattern before? It's exactly what they've done with the public health measures. Implement them, don't debate them, renew them without debates, declare it. I don't know that they've actually been seizing any bank accounts. Who said that? Oh my good God. Don't worry about it. That's funny. He declares the Emergencies Act. I don't know if they've actually been seizing bank accounts, despite what Christian Freeland said. I've heard some rumors, but haven't seen any evidence. As one of the measures they would implement. As part of the other measures, presumably what they're doing in downtown Ottawa now, taking over by force the most peaceful protest that anyone's ever seen, because we've been documenting it for 12 days, before they can even vote on the invocation of the act, the directives to be adopted to implement the declaration. They're doing it. And they suspended the debate. These people, these politicians,
Fuck.
I think it was unanimous based on the House of Commons tweet. Yes, Zot got arrested. We saw it. I suspect it's going to be... They might issue him some misdemeanor inciting mischief, but based on the video, he's probably got the best defense ever, which was last warning. Okay, where do I go? You're under arrest. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They did it. So fight it out afterwards. Fight it out afterwards, and good luck fighting the government on your dollar against your dollar. The government makes you spend your own money to defend against them, and they use your tax dollars to prosecute you for arguably wrongful conduct to begin with.
Come on, bro. Just stay right there.
Look how weird this looks to pedestrians and passerbys. See, I wish I had more. Yeah, see, but then I gotta go like that. I'm gonna go walk in the sunside. So, Zod got arrested today. Zod got arrested today. Tamar got arrested last night, and I forget the other guy's name, who was also an organizer, arrested. Thus far, from what I've been able to get in terms of information, they're still detained. What charges? As far as I understand it, the charge is either mischief or inciting mischief. But arrest them all, pull a January 6th in the absence of any actual conduct that could even remotely resemble the events of January 6th, and let them fight it out afterwards. Come in with an iron fist of liberal policy, clear them out, arrest all of them, freeze their bank accounts, ruin their lives even more, make an example out of them. Sorry. Because 3 weeks of the most peaceful, joyous protests that have brought inspiration and optimism to Canadians across the country. After 3 weeks of that, you got to make an example of them so that no one ever does it again. So I'm not sure how close I'm going. No rumors in here. LRAD. They're not. I don't know that they're deploying LRAD. What does LRAD stand for? I shouldn't. I'm not going to discuss the rumors. I don't do the rumors. But that's it.
LRAD's a denial of service weapon.
Declares the Emergencies Act, turns Canada into... I mean, I'm not even going to compare it to other countries. Turns it into an absolute tyrannical dictatorship where they can... He'll respect constitutional... He'll respect your charter rights, by the way. Seizure, freezing of assets, revocation of licenses before they've even voted on the Emergencies Act with no due process and while alleging to immunize the banks that are doing it. But he'll respect... He said it. He dude, it's not assault. I mean, I know I'm punching you in the face, but it's not assault. Trust me. And, you know, a word to the banks that are doing this now. I'm a litigator by trade. Everybody probably knows that by now. If they think they're immunized based on policy that has yet to be voted on and ratified, it would be arguable as to whether or not, even if they promised immunity, it would be arguable as to whether or not they are in fact immunized before the directives are ratified by the House of Commons. Let the fucker go home! There you go. It's arguable whether or not they would even be effectively immunized until it gets ratified by the House of Commons and the Senate. People don't know what they're wishing. They don't know what they're wishing for. Okay. By wishing this upon themselves. So it would be arguable. If the banks have started doing it, actually, in the absence of any ratified directives by the House of Commons and the Senate, hey, they'll have an argument that they said they'd be immunized, but if it doesn't get ratified at either the House of Commons or the Senate, what happens then? Well, they said we'd be immunized for freezing bank accounts in the absence of a court order with no due process. Well, guess what? If it doesn't pass, you've exposed yourselves to a massive, massive class action lawsuit, if it has in fact started to happen. Just going to go wait for the gentleman ahead of me to walk up a little bit. There's a police car right behind me. So anyhow, it is dreadfully depressing. This is Canada now. People ushering this in. Yeah, they're my adversaries. I don't like this particular protest. Freeze their bank accounts, ruin their lives. The people, incidentally, who bring you the very iPhones that you tweet about. You tweet with. Okay, how's it going? Okay, go for it. Yeah, ruin their lives that have already been ruined for the last 2 years. Out of work because of policies that they're starting to rescind now. But freeze their bank accounts, seize their trucks, cancel their insurance, crush, destroy. The tolerance and peace-loving Liberal Party. And people welcoming this on, ushering this in, you think it's not going to ever come back to bite you in the butt at some point in the future? Same people who are sobbing on my shoulder because they were compelled by the government to wear potentially toxic face masks, the ones with the graphene particles in them. Those same people are now saying, get these truckers out of here. The same people who could very well have been compelled to wear something toxic over their faces for 4 months until the government says, okay, we'll recall all of those masks. The same people there ushering this in. How you doing? Because they don't like these people now. But when it's them with toxic face masks on their mouths, or when it's them when being subjected to policies that are hurting them, then it's like, well, maybe the government's gone too far now. I'm just going to read this. Tyranny under the guise of leftism. Wake up, leftards. I mean, I don't even know where I'm going to walk. I don't know where I can walk. I'm not looking for trouble for the sake of it. I was looking to document this so that people could see it. I think I've done that. Oh, yeah. Winter in Canada. So I've seen what's going on there. I think Adam Nucci was successfully live there. You know, I drove in, couldn't even get off the exits. There were, for 6 kilometers straight, police blocking the exits off the highway. And I'm not looking to provoke anything. If I'm not allowed in, I'm not going to go in. But
bro,
imagine not being
go get a bouncy house. Fuck these people up. I'd roll in there with like fucking a mile-long bouncy house. Bouncy houses. Free poking for the senators. I wanted to poke that jacuzzi. I wanted to poke. I wanted to get poked in that jacuzzi. I wanted to get poked in that jacuzzi. You sure did. You wanted to get poked. Ooh, thank God that wasn't open. That would have fucked the whole thing up. Thank you, angels. All right. I can barely understand him. Do you want to get poked in the jacuzzi, Senator? Yeah, poke me in the jacuzzi. No, it's a poking of the jacuzzi and the bouncy houses. Some results may be explicit. Hell yeah. Give me some of these explicit. Oh, poking from the dead frog. Cat-proof inflatable hot tub. Casting Peach walks off after hardcore effing and butthole. Wait a minute. What is that? The hire is in any doubt as to meaning of the following representative Pristine Leisure Hire should immediately be consulted. We aim to deliver all bouncy castles, garden games before 11 and collect after 1700. If you require an earlier delivery, then please call us. Bouncy castles. I just want to jump on bouncy castles and jump into hot tubs. Everyone should just, I'm telling you, fucking get out the bouncy castles and put them on every street corner. And just start bouncing and just jacuzziing. Fuck it, this is our shit. Bouncy castles for everybody. If they're gonna turn it into hell, like, just turn it into heaven. Bouncy castles for everyone. All the kids. Free entry. Chlorinated water. Get in the hot tub. I told you they didn't want you in hot tubs. I don't know. I don't think they want you to be relaxed. They're like, oh, it's good for the muscles. It's good for the prostate. They want you to be really sphinctered up. They want you to really be tight wound. They want some of that rage and anger to come out of you. Bouncy castles and hot tubs. Yeah. I adjourn. Object. I object, Your Honor. James, we're not in court. I object. What happened? Russia is preparing shelling. How did that come up? Oh, it was listening to me? Wow, that's like some real neat stuff. Is that CIA tricks? Gosh darn it. Is that from the CIA? Gosh darn, you guys are good. Bouncy castles. It puts the dog... It puts the dog in the bucket. Puts the dog in the bucket. It puts the lotion on its back. Put the dog in the bucket. Remember Bill? Buffalo Bill? You leave my fucking dog alone. Put the dog in the bucket. Oh my God. That scared the shit out of me when I saw that when I was like 5. He's getting all pissed off about his dog. She's like, I'll fucking kill your dog, mister. Put the dog in the bucket. Oosh. Still scares my soul. He's about to cut this bitch's fucking back off to make lamps. But he really cares for this puppy. And the girl has to save herself. And she's like, I'll fucking break this dog's fucking... I'll break this dog's neck. That's how vegans are. I only eat nuts and squirrel... like nuts that squirrels have not touched. And... lettuce grown only from the Native American side of the fucking Tatiana. 3 days later, leave them on an island full of pigs. They'll be fucking grabbing those pigs and shanking him in the neck. The same vegans. Just put a little hunger in your life and see what kind of animal you are. You'll be shanking pigs in no time. Oh yeah? How's that nuts and leaves working out for you? Why don't you eat some of the oak leaves and really get down to brass? They will fucking cut that pig's... They'll drink the pig's blood. They'll be like... They'll straight be Manson ladies like overnight. Oh no, we just drink squirrel water. Sure you do. I'm sure you do. It puts the lotion on the back. Put the dog in the basket. How does he say it? Let's see if we can get this on here on my machine. My machina. Ex machina. It puts the dog in the basket. Best performance. Yeah, hell yeah, it's best performance. It puts the dog in the basket. Yeah, here we go.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
Mister, my family will pay cash. Whatever ransom you're asking for, they'll pay it.
It rubs rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Yes, you will, precious. You will get the hose.
Okay. Mom is a real important woman. I guess you already know that.
Now he places the lotion in the basket. He places.
No. No. It puts the dog in the basket.
Showing results for it puts the dog in the basket.
It's when he gets pissed off and he's like, put the dog in the basket. Not the lotion. See, this part, Silence of the Lambs, is when he has the dog.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. No. No, I want the, put the dog in the basket. I want that one. Buffalo Bill, put the dog in the basket.
Showing results for Buffalo Bill put the dog in the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna get the dog. Got the dog. Come here, puppy. Buffalo Bills. So he's doing some weird stuff right here. Oh, they're doing the Buffalo Bills while he's dancing naked? Oh, that's not part of the movie. Okay. Where does he say put the dog in the basket? This may contain inappropriate... No, I don't want to... Just put the dog in the basket. I think that's an amazing quote right there, where he gets like... Because he's like keeping his... the serenity now. He's like, it puts the lotion... and then he flips out. Okay, we don't care if you hate the song or not. Okay, so put the dog in the basket. So people are getting locked up and stuff. Man, that's not good. What is Alex Jones having to say about? What is Alex Jones going to say about? What is Alex Jones going to say about? Routing through Abu Dhabi. Okay, it's not working. It's not working, dude. Alright, what about this one? Tricky, tricky, tricky. Puts the dog in the basket. Okay, so we could turn that down like that. And then skip that. Open that up. Ooh, they got a codec running on me. They got a codec. Definitely codecs. Come on. Let's route it through Abu Dhabi. All right, reroute through Abu Dhabi again. A third time? Triple run it through Abu Dhabi.
Harness the power.
All right, it's something weird is going on with Bob Saget. Something very weird is going on with Bob Saget. Autopsies and things. Putin's going to war. They're locking everybody up in Canada. They want everybody to die that's unvaccinated. Front page news, Toronto Star. This isn't a Friday I like to wake up to. LRADs are being used. It's a second scene. I know. NPMA, fucking Russian fake fingerprints of the Central Intelligence is here. CBB got him. Okay, Small, I'll give you a wrench because I actually know you're a good moderator. I mean, I've known you for years. You know who's a good moderator? Access to Christ. A pic of a girl who got LRADed. Yeah, that's like something I want right there. Let's see a picture of a girl who got LRADed. Canadian LRADs. She got microwaved. Oh, shikadanza. 9 p.m., 2 days after Canberra March, February 14th. This is on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, girl. You got LRADed with some freaking military-grade weapon. Happy Valentine's Day. She got LRADed Valentine's Day style. This is your future. This is your future. Hello, Penelope. They want you dead. Front page news. Put this up over here. Front page. Okay, this is where Bob Saget was dead. We'll put that, and it looks better. Hey, I see you over there. Thanks for helping out the stream, Alec. You guys want to see some LRAD fucking justification on her face? Happy Valentine's Day. My Valentine's Day wasn't that great. Was it worse than this girl's Valentine's Day? Because this is this girl's Valentine's Day. LRAD by freaking a weapon of military purpose. She got LRADed. Yikes. Apparently they're saying this girl got LRADed over in Canterbury. Okay. Meta gets yati on a ta 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 sha ta ta ti yati yati ya ta 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 sha ta ta ta. Put the dog in the basket, lady. I'll share your link. I'm feeling kind of fragile today. Just simmer down. What is this, Hollywood News? FB manager gets interrogated? Whoa, wow. Oh, wow. Trash is here. Dad, if you have any trash, go put it out right now.
What does that mean? So you're telling this 13-year-old boy that he makes you horny?
Wait a minute. Hollywood LA News. He gained weight. This is so wild. Facebook Meta's manager of community development, Jaron Miles, was allegedly caught in an amateur child sex sting. YouTube channel Predator Catches Indianapolis live streamed their interrogation of him. Read my breaking report, ngolocals.com/post/1716540/e ... What?
Correct.
Could be.
So you're telling this 13-year-old boy that he makes you horny? Correct.
Could be perceived as such, yes.
Oh, quit the bullshit, bro. I'm sick of your bullshit.
Good. I won't have any restraint around you if I'm horny. What does that mean?
It means I was flirting. I was talking to him. Throughout all of this, I'll let you know there was never any intention of ever meeting up with him.
Okay.
Bro.
But you did set 2 meets with him.
That I never intended to go to or
But you set
show
it up
to.
Correct.
And I gave information, location, and all that stuff. Yes, it
I mean,
can
how
be
did I
perceived as
find you? It's not like I just pulled this out of my ass.
It's true.
You gave the hotel and the hotel room.
Right.
So you set the meets. So you're okay with talking sexual online as long as you don't meet the children?
This is the one time I've done this.
The only time. Okay, so you are okay to talk sexual to 13-year-old Corey because you knew in your head that you would not meet up with him.
That was my rationale.
Okay. He asked you what you do. I am the head of a global community development for Meta. That's a pretty fucking good job, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Huge. Right? You make good money, right?
What was the title again?
I mean, what is your official title?
Manager of Community Development.
And you said, make out with you, touch you, suck you. Is that what you said?
I did.
You said that to a 13-year-old boy?
I did.
You said my cousin or Uber. You said Uber would be expensive. You said my cousin's rich. He doesn't care. He owes me. You said, haha, that would be crazy. And you're talking to this other boy. Can I see a pic of him? Why'd you want to see a pic of him?
Just want to see what it looks like. Part of the conversation.
Hoping,
all of this stuff.
You were hoping that this 13-year-old somehow got a ride here and somehow got up here. And you weren't going to push it. You weren't going to be like, yeah, I'll come get you, come that. You weren't doing that. Maybe because you're scared to get caught or something. But you were praying, hoping that this boy would show up knocking on your fucking door. That's what you gave him the address. You gave him the room number.
No.
Well, let me say, you're a very evil man, okay? You might not remember it, which is bullshit, because I know you're fucking lying. But you fucking hurt somebody. Probably more than one person. This isn't your first fucking time. This isn't my first time catching fucking pieces of shit like you. By your verbiage, little boy, it's illegal, little boy. This ain't your first fucking time.
Show the thread. Holy macaroni. What's this? Boys and Girls Club. Holy shemakanoli. Hold on, dude. I'm going to throw up. Oh my god. Stock for Meta just tanked. Maybe that's the Chinese leaking out their blackmail. What do you think? We are going to listen to that one more time because, hold on, I might want to throw up. 1 second. This is on YouTube. What does this say? Equality for America. West Hollywood. Submitted email. Dear City Council members, I'm writing on behalf of Equality California, nation's largest statewide LGBTQ plus civil rights organization, in wholehearted support of the multi-stall gender-neutral bathroom facilities motion introduced by Council members John Erickson and Steffi Shine. Item 5B on today's Council agenda, and to respectively urge the City to adopt a motion forthwith. For more than 20 years, Equality California has led the Golden State's fight for full LGBTQ equality. In 2016, Equality California proudly sponsored the Equal Restroom Access Act, which required all single-occupancy restrooms in California businesses, government buildings, and public spaces to be identified as all-gender or gender-neutral, making it the nation's most progressive restroom access law. The City of West Hollywood has an opportunity to continue its nation leadership in the expanding AB 1732, adopting Councilmember Erickson Shine's motion. Restrooms create gender space opportunity gender. Rick Chavez Zebor, Executive Director. Oh my God! What the hell? You guys want to hear this guy who's in charge of Meta? Meta's manager of community development. Catch a Predator, Indianapolis, live on Facebook.
So you're telling this 13-year-old boy...
Hold on. I swear I'm going to throw up. My mouth is watering and everything. Hold on. Let me just get some toast or something. I'm seriously gonna fucking throw up. Just get a piece of toast or something here. You want sourdough bread, Jimmy? Jimmy, you want sourdough bread? Huh? To catch a predator, make you nauseous, huh? Jimmy, you try some of the sourdough bread. Listen, give me some of the sourdough bread before I throw up. Jimmy, you try this. It's very good. This is the sourdough. Oh, good. Shove it in there. Get the sourdough in there. Yep. Shove it in there. And then get some of the Meta. Oh, Meta. 1 second, let me get some of this probiotics here. Nothing like loading up on probiotics in the morning. We could even go full-blown more probiotics. It's just under this poison right here. Yeah, right here. See this big thing of poison? Okay. Where is the probiotics? Oh, I know where it's at. It's in the... Here, get some of the cinnamon sticks under the poison. Those are always good. That'll make it so you don't throw up. Cinnamon. Alright. We got marshmallows. Hold on, I'm still gonna throw up. Hold on. I'm pretty sure this is done. No? Let's just let it load. Let it load. Let it load. No, I'm serious, dude. I fucking, my mouth is watering. I don't know if it's maybe just my stomach or it's this piece of shit that I'm looking at. Here, let's take a bong hit. Ugh, I don't feel good. Hold on. This guy works for Meta, and there's a big thing on it here. It's going viral right now. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of eyes on this right now. Andy Go is handling business. I swear if I throw up. I feel my stomach gurgling. My mouth is watering. I don't like this, guys. Think of beautiful things. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. Beautiful things. Angels. Women. Boobies. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Alright, we got probiotics. The boobies worked. Oh yeah, it's full-fledged. It's kind of burnt. It'll do the job. Cause a floral on fire. It's all good. It smells like burnt toast in here now, baby. Doesn't smell like pedophile yuckiness. Listen, you pedophile son of a bitch. You made me throw up. That is a violation of my human rights. Okay? I don't care if you're talking to fucking 18-year-old boys on your little Twitter app or fucking Kindle or whatever it's called. Tinder. But 13-year-old boys, holy shakadanza, man. And he's just like, I just can't control myself. Alright, don't get into it. Don't get into it. I'm starting to throw up again. I'm starting to throw up. At least if I have this, I'll throw something up. Put a little olive oil on there. Oh yeah, now we could dive right into the pedophile fucking files from hell. Alright, brace yourself.
Way that he makes you horny.
Alright, I wasn't ready for that.
Correct?
Could be perceived as such, yes.
Oh, quit the bullshit, bro.
Oh god.
I'm sick of your bullshit.
Good. I won't have any restraint around you if I'm horny. What does that mean?
It means I was flirting. I was talking to him. Throughout all of this, I'll let you know there was never any intention of ever meeting up with him.
Okay.
Bro.
But you did set 2 meets with him.
That I never intended to go to or
But you set it
showed
up
to.
Correct?
And I gave information, location, and all that stuff. Yes, it
I mean,
can be
how did I
perceived as
find you? It's not like I just pulled this out of my ass.
It's true.
You gave the hotel and the hotel room.
Right.
So you set the meets. So you're okay with talking sexual online as long as you don't meet the children?
This is the one time I've done this.
The only time. Okay, so you are okay to talk sexual to 13-year-old Corey because you knew in your head that you would not meet up with him.
That was my rationale.
He asked you what you do. I am the head of a global community development for Meta. That's a pretty fucking good job, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Huge, right? You make good money, right?
What was the title again?
I mean, what is your official title?
Manager of Community Development.
And you said, make out with you, touch you, suck you. Is that what you said?
I did.
You said that to a 13-year-old boy?
I did.
You said my cousin or Uber. You said Uber would be expensive. You said my cousin's rich. He doesn't care. He owes me. You said, haha, that would be crazy. And you're talking to this other boy. Can I see a pic of him? Why'd you want to see a pic of him?
Just want to see what it looks like. Part of the conversation.
Hoping,
all of this stuff.
You were hoping that this 13-year-old somehow got a ride here and somehow got up here. And you weren't going to push it. You weren't going to be like, yeah, I'll come get you, come that. You weren't doing that. Maybe because you're scared to get caught or something. But you were praying, hoping that this boy would show up knocking on your fucking door. That's why you gave him the address. You gave him the room number.
No.
Well, let me say, you're a very evil man, okay? You might not remember it, which is bullshit, because I know you're fucking lying. But you fucking hurt somebody. Probably more than one person. This isn't your first fucking time. This isn't my first time catching fucking pieces of shit like you. By your verbiage, little boy, it's illegal, little boy. This ain't your first fucking time.
That's all I got. For some reason, look at this guy's face. You're fine, you're not gonna throw up, don't worry. I'm fine. Okay, cinnamon. Let's get the bad taste out of my mouth. Blech. Look at his face. I'm not joking, dude. Maybe it's just for an unexpected reason, but I feel like I'm gonna fucking barf. I don't want any more of this bullshit. There goes the show. This fucking asshole had a fucking fuck my show up with this dirty pedophile. Cause you know why? Cause I match to people. And if I match to somebody dirty, I feel like a dirty fucking person. And I match to this scumbag. I don't know what you call it. You sync to them for a minute. You sync to their energy. Not sync, but pick up on their energy. Let me show you this piece of garbage. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. This is a piece of garbage that wants to meet up with 13-year-old boys and do weird ass shit. This guy. So meanwhile, Canadian truckers are being locked up. But this dude, he's just having a field day. Oh God. Alright, take him off the screen. Take him off the screen, take him off the screen, take him off the screen. Make him smaller. Put the LRAD on his face. Why can't we LRAD these people? Why do we have to LRAD like 14-year-old girls with military fucking weapons? Why don't we fucking LRAD these fucking pedophiles? Oh, that would go against protocol, sir. Why don't we start LRADing these fucking pieces of shit and stop fucking LRADing 14-year-old girls? What a fucked up world we live in. It's never getting better. It's fucked up. I'm not looking forward to just spending a whole bunch of time here. Oh, this fucking world sucks. This world sucks. We don't care if they die. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. Look at what it says. Front page news. If an unvaccinated person catches it from someone who is vaccinated. So first of all, you're telling me that people can catch shit from vaccinated people? And you're not at all questioning the science or anything? Okay. If an unvaccinated person catches it from a vaccinated, someone who's vaccinated, boo-hoo, too bad. I have no empathy left for the willfully unvaccinated. Let them die. Let them die. I honestly don't care if they die from COVID, not even a little bit. Unvaccinated patients do not deserve ICU beds. It's a culmination of this pedophile, the death, weird killings, all kinds of shit. The pedophile sent me over the edge. I was just trying to suck him off. You know, I work at Meta. He's rocking the Billy Goat sweater. What? Yeah, bouncy castles and hot tubs. Let's go with bouncy castles and hot tubs. Good girl. Good girl. Bouncy castles and hot tubs. Who the fuck doesn't... I just wanted to get poked in the hot tub. Well, fucking join the fucking line, lady. Like, no shit. I just wanted to get poked in the hot tub. Duh. Why do you think hot tubs are so dope? We need to call the electrician. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get pictures of that. Fuck yeah, it made my stomach feel better instantaneously. Instantaneously. That's my style hot tub. The blow up ones. Some people can't afford. I got my hot tub on Amazon for fucking less than, well, way cheaper than you think. Dopest shit ever. Mine's actually better than this. Mine's the Miami version, or the I think it's called the Miami version, maybe. Some version. Hold on, show him the hot tubs. This fucking pedophile is coming back up into my stomach. You stay down there, pedophile. Stay down there in hell. Smoke a cigarette or something. This pedophile is trying to creep his way up into my stomach. I'm going to throw up on him. I was just trying to suck him off. Ugh. What's really creepy is his creepiness, his creepy little creep ways. Like, it's my one-time thing. I wasn't trying to meet up with him. I just was, I just want to see friends of his pictures pee and, like, pam, and all the pedophile stuff. You know why it creeps me out? Because that's what you're supposed to do with women. You're supposed to, like, you're supposed to do that with women. Let me get a picture of your teddies. Let me, that's normal. Don't try to make me feel like I'm a bad person for doing that. That's what normal men are supposed to do. You know it. I know it. The American public knows it. Let me see a piece of that ass. But with kids, because kids are dumb, dude. Kids don't know. Kids look at adults to, like, teach them. We've been in this world for a while, so we know what's up. You got to remember, kids, dude, they don't know. So they look at adults as, like, authorities. When they're looking at adults like authorities and they want to be at that level, and then they're like, and then the authority figure is like, come here and fucking do this to me. Fucks their whole world up for the rest of their life. They will never be the same. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. There'll probably be a whore in Sherman Oaks making porn at 31. Just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Gay porn. I was talking with somebody and they were like, is gay really a choice, or is it like you get molested and then you because of the molesting you think that you like it and it tricks your brain into thinking you're gay, you know, because it mixes up like nerve endings or something. And then you're like, "Oh, like I think that's like cuz it's kind of like dirty, kind of sneaky." How it was when you were with girls back in the day. Like I remember I was young. And I was playing freaking Todd, Truth or Dare, but with girls. And we were getting weird. But if you were to do that and have memories of it doing it with a boy, right? I don't know. It really gets into some deep stuff here. Here, let's go back to hot tubs. I think no matter what, I'm just going to barf. That'll be the end of the show. It'll be a nice wrap up. Here, go back to hot tubs, hot tubs. Hell yeah, hot tubs. These guys are just chilling out in their hot tub. Already. There you go. We got hot tubs, kids. Cover this fucking dirt pedophile's face out. I can't stand that guy. But take a look at the LRAD. Take a look at the LRAD face. It's pretty gnarly, isn't it? The LRAD face. There's where Bob Saget died. That's in Florida. These guys are in their hot tub. Bouncy castles. You want pictures? Alright, I'll give you pictures. Here's some fucking pictures. You want pictures? I'll give you pictures. Alright, you want bouncy castles? You want bouncy castles? I'll give you bouncy castles. Puts the dog in the basket. Whoa. Lady, put the dog in the basket. There, we got plenty of bouncy castles for everybody. You better take advantage of the shit that Earth has, or this plane has to offer, because how many of you are going to be alive this time next year? Let me put it into perspective for you. Flabbergasted. Barricades. Lines, food lines, bread lines, lines. Dirty water. Gasoline tasting shit in your water. Bombs, new kinds, no electricity, no phones, governments stealing on a record from Americans. A new kind of warfare. Stopping all the imports, starving people out. Mad Max. Women literally having sex for food in America. Yeah. but feed their families. People getting killed for a couple chickens and their land that the next day they get killed for. Don't be in a Democrat city. Democrat cities will become large FEMA camps. Smart city, my ass. Let's get in the hot tub. Let's get in the hot tub. Get in the hot tub. Allie Jones. Allie. Why don't you sing to me? Sing to me. Serenade to me. Allie. How many days old am I? What's 375.2 times 1,757,000?
375.2 times 1,757,000 is 659,226,400.
I knew it. I'm like Rain Man. Oh, get in the hot tub. Do you wish to go to the inappropriate content? Fuck yeah. Oh, that gives me a creepy feeling. This guy. Creeper! Tucking it in and all of it. 6 trillion, what is it? We're all fucked. Ellie! I forgot how to use my phone. Oh, this is in everybody's body. It's changing them. It might be fake news according to YouTube's guidelines and standards, but that might be nanotech growing in your blood. I did a video on it. It's being shadow banned, but it doesn't matter. It's in your blood. You can't get it out. I guess you could drink pine needle fucking tea or something. Oh, fuck. They came in hard. Where's Bob Hope when you need him, you know what I mean? Bob, let's get the troops rallied here. Bob. All right, where's Bob Hope when you need him? Where's Bob? Bob Hope sings to the troops, rallies him up against the fighting forces or some shit. Oh, Bobby. Bob Hope entertaining the troops. Yeah, Bobby. 33 up top. Look at it. 33 up top. You see it? You look at it.
When the war started, President Roosevelt exempted Bob from going into the service because he was an entertainer, and they needed entertainers. And so he began entertaining in the United States at various bases, mostly Alaska and Green Bay and Labrador and places like that.
Alaska and shit.
So long, you know.
Back it up, back it up.
But I really had a wonderful trip. Wherever I went, the soldiers toasted me, and now I'm back. A guy can stand getting hot foots for just so long, you know.
And then the USO was formed in 1943, and he was the perfect person to head it. And so he did.
Very happy to be here. We've been hearing about this place ever since we arrived. We arrived last Tuesday. They said, wait till you get out to that jungle training center. Yes, sir. Lovely, too. This is a concentration camp with pineapples. Look at this.
He put more miles on than Henry Kissinger did, or Marco Polo.
His whole thing
It looks like a concentration camp with pineapples.
is to be there when you need him.
Phyllis Diller! I remember you in a rap song. Phyllis Diller. What was that? Beastie Boys? Beastie Boys, Phyllis Diller? Hold on, Bobby. Got more dun dun, Phyllis Diller. Beastie Boys, Phyllis Diller. Give me the lyrics. What's the time? It's time to get ill. So what's the time? It's time to get ill. So what's the time? It's time to get ill. Now what's the time? It's time to get ill. I'm not the type of person who likes to waste my time. And when I'm on the mic, I just say my rhymes. And I'm out on bail. The check's in the mail. They can sentence me to life, but I won't go to jail. I'm cool, calm, collected from class. I was ejected. Just me, Mike D, and MCA were rarely disrespected. I got all the time that I need to kill. What's that time? It's time to get ill. You've been fully captivated by that funky ass bass. Your girlfriend screams when MCA's in the place. He stumbles in the room with the Shivas in his hand, cold chillin' in the spot at the microphone stand. I've had the pedal to the metal if I had a car, but I'm the chiller with the miller, coolin' at the bar. I could drink a quart of monkey and still stand still. Well, what's the time? It's time to get ill. Jinger, jinger, jinger. Went outside, I went down to the deli. I spent my last dime to refill my fat belly. I got rhymes galime. I got rhymes gali. And I got more rhymes than Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller. I got more rhymes than Phyllis Diller. MCA takes the stand. Man, you're in command. Homeboy, turn it out and don't give a damn. All right, Phyllis. Why was Phyllis? They just threw Phyllis Diller in there? All right, Phyllis, continue on with your Phyllis Dillering.
His whole thing is to be
Phyllis Diller. That's Phyllis Diller. Was she in some sort of adult film?
when you need him. You need him when things are rotten, like in the middle of a war. That was part of his career, was to go wherever he was needed for the guys in uniform.
Finally, he went overseas, to Africa, to England, to Italy, where he entertained and got a taste of what this was going to be like, but he prevailed in it.
All right, so it's Bob Hope. I don't want to get copyright. Put the dog in the basket. Well, it's an awful lot of bad news on a Friday. They're locking everybody up. The guy from Meta, he met with a 13-year-old boy and did some weird stuff. Thanks to all the mods spreading my my new channel and all that. I still feel like I'm gonna puke. That dude from Meta really messed up my stomach. What is it? The voice from Alexa. What's that? Let's check it out. Protesters are shoveling snow as they use it to barricade against the tow trucks.
Let's do it. Let's catch up.
Ketchup? You guys are covered in snow from head to toe. Look at this.
Another one now. All right, let's do it. Let's catch up.
God bless, brother. Have a good night.
Good one. Thank you. Another one now. All right, let's do it.
So they're like packing up snow. Oh my God, it does not look cool over there. I mean, it's very cool. It looks very cool, like hell cool. Everything's covered in snow. Ottawa is going down. Ottawa's going down. I told you the truckers in the U.S. had to get their ass into gear. Now they're all terrorists, and it's not a good look. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got the LRAD lady that got hit right here on screen. Look at her face is all red from getting LRADed. LRAD victim microwaved. Another LRADdy? Wow, another LRAD victim. This is the last one. Another Canterbury LRAD victim. Full video.
Just a little update. I think I'm going to just do it now while I can. We've entered the Queensland state now, so we're back on home soil. Last night was fucking awful. Even today. The nausea. Oh my God, I physically can't vomit because obviously now I've got no appetite, so I'm finding it hard to even eat. Drinking water makes you sick. My head is pounding. My lips are still just, they're fucking burning. Everything's still burning. I'm still cooking internally. It's not fun. But we need answers for what happened. Someone needs to be punishable for this, because there's not just me, there's a lot of other people worse off than me. I'm just so exhausted and everything fucking hurts. I can't get comfortable, I'm just in pain. Muscles aren't sore, it's my physical, just bone pain. I'm in just so much pain. I'm not a headache sufferer at all, but fucking this headache is just, it's wiping me out. The headache's probably part of being dehydrated, but where I'm burnt, like my feet, everything just hurts. The skin on like the clothes on my skin, it fucking hurts. It stings. I don't, what the fuck did they do to us? At the moment, whenever I can, I'm going to try. I've been told magnesium, zinc, I think B12 and vitamin C or something. I don't know. I've got it sent to me. But this is fucking chemical warfare. I'm starting to find it really hard to manage with the
B12. Oh, iodine. Ooh, they're hitting them up with weapons over in Canada. Justin Trudeau needs to be brought up on, like, Hague charges. I'm streaming over on Twitch, but I'm gonna go lay down. I don't feel good. That whole fucking stream fucking sucked. The LRADs, the pedophiles, it fucking got to me. I'm sorry. Hope you have a better day than I'm fucking having. I'll see you.